This is Derek at Carloop, and this video is for people who are very new to WordPress. WordPress is amazing software. It's really easy to use, and people who use it all the time kind of take these things for granted. But if you've never used it before, there's a few concepts that I think if you get right off the bat, it'll make your life a whole lot easier when it comes to using WordPress. And basically those are, what is a menu? What's the difference between a post and a page? And what are templates and how do I use them? If you understand those three things, right off the bat when you get started, your life will be a whole lot easier, and this will all be very easy to use. So there's nothing to do with this video, okay? You don't need to do this video and then go work on your site. I don't expect you to watch this video and then start working on your site. This is just to get some very basic understanding before you go try to work on your site, okay? So first of all, what is a menu? A menu is a navigation menu, and it's important you understand because we use navigation menus all over the site. So I hear a lot of people call them tabs. So I know what you're saying when you say it, but when you get on the back end of the site and you try to look for a way to change your tabs, there's not going to be a tabs option. So this is a menu. This is the main navigation menu, and the menus consist of menu items. So about us, new patients, and free gift. Those are menu items in the main navigation menu. When I hover over about us, you can see there's a drop-down menu. This is called a submenu, and the submenu has submenu items. So if I go into the back end of the site and I want to adjust my menus, if I was looking for tabs, I wouldn't find it anywhere. But if you see here under appearance, you see menus, I can click on menus and it's showing me here the menu name, main navigation. And you can see home, about us, new patients lines up with home, about us, and new patients. If I'm on a different page, let's say the about us page, you'll see that there's a sidebar over here. And there's different options I can click in the sidebar. This is also a menu. This right here is called the About Sidebar menu. If I'm in menus, I can go to this drop-down arrow. There's an About Sidebar menu. If I click on that and hit select, it'll show me the About Sidebar menu and the various menu items in that menu. So you can see the chiropractor, the clinic location, the chiropractor, the clinic location. By making changes to the menu items in this menu, it affects the way it looks on the site over here. And you can see new patients also has a sidebar. That sidebar has a menu in it. This menu is called the new patient menu. I can click on the arrow, go to the new patient sidebar, click select, and you can see the new patient sidebar menu contains new patients, print forms, insurance, new patient, print forms, insurance. So I'm not going to show you how to work the menus in this video. That's a different video. I just want you to understand that's what a menu is. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is templates. If we're looking at this, new patient page, and we have this sidebar in it, and it has this menu in it, you're saying, well, how did that get there? Why is this sidebar here? And that's because we've assigned a template to it. So when I'm looking at this page, I can click Edit Page, and I can go right into the editor. And you can see this section will help you, and there's some words, and I go in here and look at it. This section will help you, and there's some words, but you don't see this over here anywhere in the site until you look over at page attributes, and you can see there's a template here, and it's assigned the new patient sidebar right. If I change this, see this drop-down menu with all these different templates in it, I can change it to new patient sidebar left and hit update. And then when I go back to the page and refresh it, you'll see the sidebar will move over to the left, right? And that's because we've assigned the new patient sidebar left template to this page. And I can go back in here, I can pick a different template, let's say full width, and I can click update. And when I come back and refresh this page, now it will be full width and there won't be a sidebar. You see, so that's what a template is. So we assign different templates to pages, and that affects the way those pages look. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this back to new patient sidebar right. And it just so happens that the new patient sidebar right template contains the new patient sidebar, and the new patient sidebar contains the new patient sidebar menu. All right, so that might seem kind of confusing, but like I said, we're not working on your site yet. I just want you to understand what a menu is and what a template is. And finally, we're going to discuss what the difference is between a page and a post. All right, so if we're looking in the dashboard, you can see there's options here on the left for pages. I can add a new page, or I can go to posts and I can add a new post. What's the difference? And the difference is WordPress used to be just blogging software, but now you can build a whole site with it. So it's made up of both pages and posts because posts are your blog posts. Pages are more static and sit on the front page. So this, what we're looking at here, is a page. If I click on About Us, that is also a page. It's not a blog post, it's a page. Whereas if I go over here to News, Promo, and Blog, this is my blog. This is called the blog index, which contains all of your blog posts in reverse chronological order, meaning the last one you posted is going to be at the top. And you can click categories over here. If I click on insurance, it's only going to show me the different posts that have been tagged with the category insurance, and I'll show you that in a minute too. Click on auto injury, it does the same thing. But see, when I click in here, where do I go for accident treatment? This looks exactly like a page, right? So why is it different? Well, one, at the bottom of your post, you actually have a place for comments, right? You wouldn't want people leaving comments at the bottom of your about page or at the bottom of your contact page. But at the bottom of a blog post, you do want them to leave comments. Another thing is if you go into edit the post, you can see when you're editing a post, you have additional options that you don't have on a page. And one is to assign it categories. I can create categories and assign it to categories. I can also add tags. All right, so when I make a post, I want to make sure that I add categories and add tags, because that way when your patients are looking at your posts, they can actually go through and click on the different categories and they're all assigned to something, so they can basically work through your posts and find what they're looking for. Whereas if I'm on the About Us page and I click Edit Page, you see it says Edit Page instead of Edit Post, you're not going to see any spot over here to add categories or tags. All right, so that's the difference. Pages are static. You're going to build your site with pages and assign those pages, put those pages up in your menu. But as you continue to add content to your site that you want to be able to refer to later, you're going to add those as posts, and you're going to build up a nice collection of useful information that your patients can sort through and find what they're looking for. All right, so you know what a menu is, you know the difference between posts and pages, and you understand what a template is. That's all I wanted to do with this video. Now go on to the next video where I'm going to actually show you how to start building out your site.